It's early morning New Year's Eve. The streets are quiet, but the call that just came in is anything but calm. 5 officers from the Douglas County Sheriff's Department get the dispatch. Copper Canyon Apartments, Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Possible disturbance. Shots fired reported. Now, what these officers don't know, what nobody on the scene realizes yet, is that waiting inside is a 37-year-old Army veteran named Matthew. On paper, he's just another resident. But behind the closed doors of that apartment, Matthew's been battling a long history of mental health struggles. And that detail, that critical part of his story, is completely unknown to the men and women now rushing toward his door.
Matt, come out! Matt, come out of the room now!
And unknown to these police officers, Matthew had a RA-15 rifle.
Open the door!
Sheriff's office!
My name's Taylor Davis. I just decided I wanted to do more for a community.
My name is Michael Doyle. I know I can't change the world, but I can at least change my corner of it.
Jeff Pelly. Just something I want to do since I was little. I haven't thought about doing anything else.
Dave Byer. I first got into law enforcement through the military police. I was 19 years old and thought it sounded like a good idea.
This was the graveyard shift, the kind that starts at 9 p.m. and rolls straight through the night. Up until now, it had been quiet. One of those shifts where the radio barely crackles, and the silence almost makes you forget how quick things can change.
I remember kind of looking forward to that night because, get in there, get it done.
I personally had plans for a New Year's Eve party. Let's just have a good shift, let's be safe. It was actually a pretty slow night too, up until about 3 a.m.
I don't know what's going on there.
This guy, he totally freaked out on me. He kept coming at me. I appeared for my health and my safety, like he was at me.
And what was your name?
Matthew.
There was a hazard hit on the home saying that Matthew Reel was a veteran with PTSD and possible access to weapons.
So your radar's a little up at this point?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
What's going on tonight?
Yeah, well, my roommate freaked out on me. And
Okay.
came at me. I even put a laser in his face, and I'm surprised he didn't go.
When I got on scene, Zach and our corporal who was on scene, they were actually talking to Matthew Reel. It was fairly calm at that point.
Why don't you come out here with this guy right here? Do you mind if I come in and talk with you, sir? Is he on anything? Does he have any mental disabilities or?
Not that I know of.
Did you guys get in a physical altercation tonight? No. Okay. I'm just gonna get your name in, sir, and then I'm gonna get out of here, okay? Hang on. Hang on. Assault! We're here because we want to make sure you're okay.
Yeah. No, I know.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
What's your first name again?
Matthew.
Matthew. Zach. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Zach immediately developed a decent rapport with him. Zach's approach to everything was very level-headed, very calm.
So how did it end for you guys?
We knew the roommate was going to work, and we knew Matthew Reel was going back upstairs to his room. Then we were just going to move on to the next call, and that was just it.
All right, we're out. Good night. Happy New Year!
And yet, 2 hours later, roughly, what happens?
We get another call back there. From what I understood from dispatch, Matthew Reel was extremely agitated on the phone.
Caller's not being cooperative.
He was irate, he was amped, and he was, nonsensical.
So when Zach and I arrived on scene, Zach knocks on the door. A conversation kind of ensues from inside the apartment with Matthew Reel.
Hey, Matt, it's Zach. Matt, it's Zach.
And he eventually opens the door, but before he does that, he said,
I don't have any guns, I'm coming out.
Yes, we can talk out here.
And Zach was like, okay, open up the door, man. We just want to talk to you.
Are you okay?
Yeah, well,
The way Zach was talking to him, he wasn't talking as an authority figure at that point. He was just talking like somebody who wanted to truly help him out.
well, I want to file a domestic restraining order.
Well, why?
Can you help me?
Yeah, I can.
Eventually, we get to the point where he's like, well, I want a domestic restraining order. Zach's like, okay, well, we can help you out with that. And then, I don't know, something switched.
Did you not get that message?
He just slammed the door in our face.
Well, I don't think there's anyone else in there.
No. We're gonna take him. Or M1.
M1 hold is a mental health hold. Law enforcement is authorized to place somebody on a 72-hour mental health hold involuntarily if they exhibit behaviors where they may be a danger to themselves or others. When the officers had gotten on scene, he was throwing things off his balcony, he was yelling and screaming. We were concerned for his safety. And Zach had basically described his behavior as the most manic episode of PTSD that he had seen.
The team makes a decision. They got to get Matthew out of that apartment for his safety and for theirs.
When we were coming up with our plan for going up into the apartment, Sarge said, does anyone have a shield? And I said, I have my shield. We kind of set up how we were going to approach the apartment with me being in the front with the shield. Zach was going to be behind me with his gun out for lethal coverage. Doyle was behind Zach with his taser out for less lethal, and then Sarge and Pelly were behind them, hands-free.
Then we actually go hands-on him, try to put him into custody.
Yep.
But when the officers step inside, they realize Matthew's already one step ahead. He's barricaded himself in the bedroom. What they don't know yet, behind that door, he's clutching a loaded rifle.
He had not only just barricaded the door, but the entry hallway with large objects that were designed to hang us up.
Matthew, come out!
Zach pretty much whispered to me, let's go ahead and kick the door because he's not coming out.
Sheriff's office!
This was never like anything I ever imagined.
I would say probably a 30-round magazine that he dumped on us within a couple seconds.
I hear Zach say, I'm shot, I'm bleeding out.
Hey, I'm going! Cover me! Shots fired! Cover me!
And so I look to my left and I see Zach's down. My first thought is, my friend's down, I need to go get him. So I started crawling, I grab his, I believe it was his right boot, and I just pulled as hard as I could. I moved him probably 2-3 feet. That's when the next volley of rounds started coming out.
It was very apparent by this time that it was clearly an ambush.
And that's when I got shot. The bullet entered just over my vest, just under my armpit.
I saw the blood coming out of my sleeve, so I'm like, okay, I got shot. But then after that, my whole attention is on Jeff at that point.
You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Stay with me, Kelly. Out of there. Stay with me. Yeah.
The Sarge started administering aid to me, I was administering aid to Jeff.
Right on my back right.
At that point, that's when I could tell I'm not good. Like my lungs collapsed, I was gargling blood.
Stay with me, Pelly. You're all right. You're okay.
We came under another barrage of gunfire.
Are you able to tighten it? Shooting out the window. Get me out of here. This way. Pelly, over here.
Then you start thinking about Taylor because you're looking around and she's not there. The last I saw, she went further into the apartment.
Where's Davis? I'll see you. She's inside with them.
Because I knew she was in the apartment by herself, outgunned, and in strange territory.
When the shooting began, Deputy Davis was forced deeper inside the second-story apartment.
I ran into the roommate's room just looking for some kind of concealment, kind of preparing myself to get into a gun battle at this point. Once I was inside that bedroom, I saw a window. So I broke the window and then proceeded to jump out of it. I'm hit! I'm hit! Blue coming around!
What was it like for you guys to see her come around the corner?
Sarge shined his flashlight on Taylor and I could see the badge. And I'm like, oh, thank you.
Still in there.
We have one deputy down inside the apartment. I'm not getting anything from him. All of us have been hit at least once.
Shots fired. Yeah. 3 officers hit, one's down with medical and SWAT on the way.
Parrish! The moment when you realize Zach is inside and he's trapped, you felt really helpless.
And then the quiet night explodes. Gunfire tears through the walls. Deputy Davis is forced deeper inside the second-story apartment, trapped in the chaos. When we come back, ambushed, outgunned, under attack.
Parrish, can you hear me?
Stay with us.
I need SWAT right now. I need medical. Shot fired!
Just to confirm, we have 3 officers hit. Is that correct?
Get out of here!
This is the desperate attempt to save Deputy Zack Parrish. Sergeant Dave Bayer and his team of Douglas County Sheriff's deputies are suddenly caught in a firefight outside Matthew Reel's apartment. In a matter of seconds, 3 of Bayer's men are already down.
Where you at? In the chest. Where in the chest? Where in the chest? Stay with me, Pelly. Stay with me.
My patrol Tahoe was the closest, so I ran to it, got it.
Get him over here! Right in front of us. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We got you. Backseat of my truck. Ready? One's got a chest wound, one shot in the arm.
Shot, bleeding, fighting for their lives. Deputies Davis, Pell, and Doyle are rushed to the hospital, clinging to survival.
I geared up and we were going to try to make another attempt to get Zach out.
Meanwhile, Sergeant Bayer turns back toward the complex because one of his deputies is still trapped inside.
There was a chance he was still alive. For every minute that went by, his chances of survival decreased.
Let's put together a rescue team to get that one deputy out.
There's Sergeant and I stacked up on the door. He basically took a peek around the corner and we came under heavy gunfire again.
Parrish, can you hear me?
Yeah, you shoot diagonally down.
A SWAT team made entry into the front door, and then in the process of doing so, they engaged the suspect. He had fired a number of rounds at our officers, hitting one of them, and we fired and killed him.
They breach the front door, heavy shields up. Inside, they push through the smoke until they find him. Deputy Zack Parrish is pulled from the apartment, but it's too late.
So I came out of surgery. But I kept asking, you know, how's Doyle? He's fine, he's downstairs. How's Taylor? She's fine. And then kind of when I asked about Zach, it kind of, and then finally they told me.
He was alone in that apartment. He died there alone. Even though I know I would have been killed, at least he wouldn't have been alone if I would have stayed in there with him. That's what haunts me. Not a day goes by that I don't replay what happened in my head and that I don't think about Zach or Gracie, his wife, and his 2 girls.
I never thought that I would be at my husband's funeral with two sweet baby girls that would never truly get to know their father. The only way that I could think of was through writing a letter to him of just basically my vows.
I promise to raise our girls with the Lord as my focus. I promise to raise them in a home that bleeds blue.
Zach was such an engaged father. He loved well and he loved deeply. And it's no secret that he loved Christmas lights. 3 or 4 times a week, we're getting in the car and looking at Christmas lights. And I remember driving at one point and thinking, we've done this a lot. Like, it's as if we've packed a lifetime of looking at Christmas lights into this month. And it came full circle on the 31st when I was able to go, we did. Like, we really did.
1721, you are clear for end of watch. Thank you for your service, and rest easy, sir. We have the watch from here.
It's been just over 4 months since the shooting, and Matthew Reel's history and possible motives are coming into focus.
He had a beef with law enforcement.
We're learning more and more about Matthew Reel, mostly from Reel himself, due to his extensive presence online.
And you know who's gonna flub big time next election? Spurlock. He's a clown.
How many firearms did he have?
He had 11 firearms.
Sheriff Tony Spurlock is now on a mission to try and prevent something like this from happening again.
I'd like to see Colorado have an extreme risk protection order law that will give law enforcement and family members a tool to help save their loved ones. This is not an attack on the Second Amendment. It's people with a mental health crisis not being taken care of and then having direct access to weapons.
Would it have saved Zack, you think?
I have to say I would have, because I know for a fact this guy would not have been able to buy the 2 rifles that he used to shoot Zack.
Fast forward 4 months after that deadly New Year's Eve morning. The dust has settled, but the questions remain. Who was Matthew Reel, and why did this happen? As investigators dig deeper, his history and possible motives start coming into focus. And Sheriff Tony Spurlock, he's now on a mission to make sure something like this never happens again.
What do you guys want people to remember about Zack?
His good nature.
Yeah.
He wanted to be that light that everybody could look to and have fun with and enjoy.
Zack is downright a hero. There's no other way about it. He's the poster child for who you want to hire as a police officer.
He was all about helping people, which is particularly cruel irony to the fact that he was trying to help this person on that night.
Zack was the type of man that if you had told that team, someone is going to die tonight, Zack would have said, I'm still going in there. I will put my life on the line, because he knew every single day putting on that badge that he was putting his life on the line to help people.
Stay tuned, family, because these next stories, they're gonna shock you even more. You think this was heavy? Just wait till you see what's coming.
Fuck was wrong, motherfucker. Should have never broken my house. Sorry about that. Hey, police.
Hello.
It's May 11th, 2023. Dispatchers up in Bourget, Ontario get a chilling call from a woman. She says she hears loud music, screaming, and then what sounds like a gunshot coming from the house next door. She's worried, thinks her neighbor may have hurt himself. Inside that home is a 39-year-old man named Allen, a drywall contractor, clean record, licensed to own firearms. On paper, nothing about him screams danger. No threats, no criminal past, no warning signs. So for the officers heading out that night, this is just supposed to be a wellness check. 3 members of the Ontario Provincial Police roll up to the property. Flashlights in hand, they start moving quiet, scanning, trying to make contact. But here's the strange thing. The scene is silent.
I just covered the front door. Just gonna do a perimeter check first.
For a 2 a.m. call about screaming and gunshots, they expected chaos. But the house looked still, almost too still. The back door is locked. No movement inside. Nothing to confirm what they're walking into. Could be a false alarm, or it could be something far worse. So they circle back to the front, getting ready to make contact the only way left. Flashlight in hand, moving low, trying not to make too much noise, being careful as they can be. But all that caution, it didn't matter. It wasn't enough to keep them safe. What they don't realize is that Alan has just woken up inside, groggy, seeing flashlights, hearing muffled voices. And instead of realizing it's the police, he grabs a semi-automatic rifle. Without hesitation, he fires straight through his bedroom wall. 9 rounds. In an instant, Sergeant Eric Miller is hit and drops right in the mudroom. Constable Mark Lauzon gets struck too, but his body armor saves him. Outside, Constable Francois Gamache dives for cover, but still gets hit. Either a direct shot or a ricochet bouncing off a cruiser. The whole thing goes down in seconds, and when the dust settles, Bodycam captures Muller lying motionless on the floor.
Motionless.
Wrong motherfucker, man. C'est ça j'ai dit. You fuck with the wrong motherfucker. Should have never broken my house. Sorry about that.
Without hesitation, he fires straight through his bedroom wall. 9 rounds. In an instant, Sergeant Eric Miller is hit and drops right in the mudroom. Constable Mark Lauzon gets struck too, but his body armor saves him. Outside, Constable Francois Gamache dives for cover, but still gets hit. Either a direct shot or a ricochet bouncing off a cruiser.
The shredder police, unfortunately, broke into my house. The shredder police, unfortunately, in my house. Only thing I hear about all sweet. Where am I inside the house?
Eventually, Alan comes to a grim realization. He's just shot a police officer. In a sudden shift, he grabs the phone and dials 911 himself. But by then, it's too late. Despite the desperate work of paramedics, Sergeant Eric Miller is pronounced dead right there at the scene. The other 2 officers, wounded, shaken, but alive, survived their injuries. In the weeks that followed, Alan tried to explain it away, saying he thought the officers were intruders. But prosecutors, they painted a darker picture. Not confusion, not a mistake, but a man lying in wait, angry, armed, and ready to kill. It's May 24th, 2025. A jury hands down a verdict. Guilty, first-degree murder. 2 counts of attempted murder, life in prison, no parole for 25 years. Sergeant Eric Mueller, the man who never even drew his weapon, died on the floor of a home he walked into only to help. His final moments marked by cruel, deliberate words that may have been the last thing he ever heard. And just like that, we shift to our next case. Stockton, California. A woman calls 911. Screams coming from a home on La Recita Way.
Yeah, I think the people across the street need some help.
Like medical help or the police?
Like they're screaming, yelling, the windows are shaking. I think my man is going crazy over there. He's been acting really strange the last couple days.
Officers respond. At 10:07 a.m., Officer Jimmy N. arrives on scene. He's just 30 years old, a father of 3, and has served 4 years with the Stockton Police Department. What he doesn't know is that he's walking straight into a deadly confrontation.
Please.
Hey, police.
Hello.
Gunfire erupts. His partner, Officer Pancho Freer, is caught off guard, trying to process what just happened, trying to find the shooter.
58 shot fired, shot fired. Partner's down. Jenny, you alright? 58 shots fired, my partner is down. Code 3 now. Jimmy! Jimmy, stay with me!
And then the suspect does the unthinkable. He grabs his 8-year-old son and uses the boy as a shield, moving toward Officer Freer.
Don't do it. Let the kid go. Don't do it. I want you to let the kid go, man. I don't want to kill you. I don't want to kill you. Don't let the kid go, man. 50, I need units code 3. He's strangling the kid and my partner is down. Let the kid go. Let him go. Let him go. Let go of the kid.
But before he can close the distance, a neighbor, an ordinary civilian, charges in from the side, tackling the suspect, ripping the child free, ending the standoff in an instant. Gunfire follows, lands low, the gunman is killed on the spot. The threat is over, but the cost is devastating. Officer Jimmy N. doesn't make it home. His wife left without a husband, his baby left without ever knowing their father. And for the child caught in the middle, the trauma of watching his own father die will never fade. A domestic disturbance turned into a tragedy in seconds, leaving scars that no community can ever fully heal. Uncle Mike, Story 4, Deming, New Mexico, Billings, Montana, Santa Fe, February 4th, 2021, Interstate 10. A quiet afternoon explodes into violence near Deming, New Mexico. New Mexico State Police Officer Darian Jarrett, just 28 years old, father of 3 with another on the way, pulls over a white Chevy pickup. Inside, 39-year-old Omar Felix Cueva, a convicted felon, armed to the teeth, running drugs across the border. On Bodycam, Jarrett's calm, professional, unaware he's seconds away from being ambushed. Cueva pretends to comply, even places a handgun on the seat. But hidden in his other hand is a rifle already aimed. Officer Jarrett never sees it. He's gunned down at point-blank range. Cueva jumps back in his truck, takes off. What follows is a 40-mile high-speed pursuit across the desert.
Afternoon, sir. My name's Darian Jarrett. I'm with New Mexico State Police. The reason for the stop is your window tint's a little too dark. Yeah. You mind if I open the door? Or if you want to roll down the window more. Dark? Yeah. I noticed you got temp tags. You got a registration for the vehicle? Yes, sir. I'll need registration and your driver's license as well. Right. Okay. All right. Do you have insurance for the vehicle? Yeah. Where is it? It's with the wallet. Do me a favor. Come with me to my vehicle. That way I can run your name and date of birth, and then that way I can get my return. Okay. Go ahead. Shut the vehicle off. If you want, it's up to you. Well, I know.
Cueva pretends to comply, even places a handgun on the seat. But hidden in his other hand is a rifle already aimed. Officer Jarrett never sees it. He's gunned down at point-blank range.
Huh? Yeah, so I can run my checks and I can talk to you a little bit while I'm running my checks, and then you'll show me the picture right away, because I got paperwork I gotta do, you know? Hey, real quick. You have firearm money? Yeah. No, I see it. Please, do me a favor. You mind if I take it off you for my safety? All right, hold on. All right, let's go to my vehicle, okay? Come on.
Oh, shit! But hidden in his other hand is a rifle already aimed. Officer Jarrett never sees it. He's gunned down at point-blank range. Cueva jumps back in his truck, takes off. What follows is a 40-mile high-speed pursuit across the desert. Moments later, Homeland Security agents in the area come across the scene. Their body cams captured the chaos. Officer Darian Jarrett lying on the side of the road, motionless. The agents rush in, dropping to their knees, beginning life-saving efforts right there on the highway shoulder. CPR, pressure on wounds, desperate to pull him back, but the damage is too severe. And as they fight to save him, Omar Cueva is already speeding away, setting off a 40-mile pursuit across the desert highways.
There he goes! There he goes! Fuck yeah! Watch out! Watch out! Hey, get the fuck back!
Caught on cameras, bystanders filming the chaos as police chase him into Las Cruces. The chase ends in a gunfight. Cueva is killed, but the damage is done. Investigators later reveal Jarrett was never fully briefed. He had no idea who he was pulling over, no idea of the arsenal waiting inside. That lack of information left him exposed and cost him his life. March 2nd, 2022. Billings, Montana, different place, same tragedy. A woman screams from a parked car, says she's being held hostage by a man with a knife. A passerby calls 911. Police move fast, spot the vehicle, and a pursuit kicks off.
Female approached a calling party and said that there was a male in her car with a knife that wouldn't get out. Female got back in the car, they both took off, the whole female and male, and then should be in that car. She was screaming to call the police, but the vehicle left the parking lot.
The driver pushes harder, crossing into oncoming traffic, forcing cars to swerve.
See if we can get some flex set up. We're again headed in the opposite lane of travel, so we're traveling north in southbound traffic. Copy. Anybody that's ahead, let's see if we can't start slowing traffic down that's coming the opposite direction against them.
Officers could have called it off, but with a woman allegedly being held at knife point, they push forward. Then it happens. One of the patrol cars collides head-on with another vehicle. The crash is catastrophic. Officer Robert Duran is killed instantly. Another innocent driver loses his life too. The suspect's car wrecks, and the woman inside steps out.
Going down, going to the left.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car right now!
319 myself and another unit just got into a head-on collision here.
Let me see your hands! Walk to me! Where is he? Where is he? Walk back to me! Walk back to me now!
How are you guys doing for? I got the female coming back to me right now.
Probably one not standing in the car. Come back to me. Let me see your hands.
319, I'm 10-4. I'm going to check on the other unit.
Come back. Where is he?
He went that way.
What is he? Is he in the car?
No, he went that way.
Come here. Get down. Get down. Let me check you.
Okay.
Get in the car.
Okay.
Get in the car. Get in the car. Let me see. I need to check you. I need to check you for weapons.
Okay.
Where's he at? Who is it?
His name is Mark. He's my boyfriend.
Does he have any weapons?
Yes, he does.
What does he have?
He has a gun.
Where is he at?
He went running.
He ran?
Yes, he did.
Okay, stand by. So I have the victim right now in the back of my car. She's saying it's her boyfriend. Unknown of the name yet. He's got 1080 with a gun, went into these bushes right here.
Claiming her kidnapper fled on foot. But as the minutes pass, the story unravels. Detectives dig deeper. Turns out the vehicle was stolen. Turns out this woman has a history of leading police on chases. Turns out the man she claimed was holding her hostage, he didn't exist. She staged the whole thing.
If this was fucking lying too, and Duran died for nothing.
Practice for kidnapping? Yeah. So is it like a known relationship between suspect and victim?
I have no.
So the caller, I guess he was leaving Vizcaya and she's driving, pulls up in front of him and is like telling him to get the dude out of her car and then that she needs help, and then he's like, we'll call the police. She's like, no, he's gonna stab me, he's gonna kill me. And so then he called, and then they took off. And then...
And she was the driver?
That's what the caller said. And the caller said he didn't see a knife or anything. He saw something black, like the diameter of like a broomstick, but he couldn't like see.
Oh, man. If this was like a code 20 gone bad.
Even worse, it's going to be a simple assault, bro. It's going to be a simple assault.
Execute this chick.
In July 2024, a Santa Fe County jury finds 49-year-old Janine Jaramillo guilty of 2 counts of first-degree murder. Prosecutors say she weaponized a lie, staged her own kidnapping, and pushed officers into a deadly pursuit.
He ran the other way.
Ran what other way?
Like, the car, he ran to the left-hand side.
Where is he at?
He went running.
He ran?
Yes, he did.
What's he wearing?
He's wearing a red shirt also, with black jeans.
What's he wearing?
He's wearing a red shirt and another black jacket.
A red shirt and a black jacket?
And dark jeans.
2 lives gone, countless others scarred forever, all because of one woman's reckless deception. So what do y'all think, family? Time after time, we see officers walking into chaos. Sometimes because they're unprepared, sometimes because somebody lied, and sometimes because the danger was waiting all along. Stay tuned, because the next story, it might just shock you more than all the rest.